Hi everyone, I'm Chris Hernandez with City Communications. This is the weekly report, and here are 3 things you should know this week. The City Council has approved a new contract with Local 500, providing significant raises for our frontline essential city workers. These are the folks who fill potholes, operate the city's water and sewer treatment plants, collect trash, and provide other important services for all of us. The new 4-year contract includes annual salary step increases and creates a citywide $16 per hour minimum wage. The Negro Leagues Baseball Museum held a rededication ceremony for Monarch Plaza in honor of Jackie Robinson and Buck O'Neil. The park sits at the site of the old Municipal Stadium, 22nd in Brooklyn, and was the home of the Kansas City Monarchs. The $20,000 renovation includes kiosks that recognize Negro Leagues players as well as some KC Chiefs players. Plus, there will be new native plants that will attract monarch butterflies. The Garment District Grooves is back for the summer, and what a great way to spend your lunch hour downtown. Each third Wednesday through October, KC Parks presents Garment District Grooves at 8th and Broadway. It runs from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. A different food truck and band will be featured at each event. Join us on Wednesday, May 18th to hear the River Cow Cosmic Orchestra and pick up some lunch from Jabaday's Tasty Kitchen. For a list of all the bands and food trucks, go to kcparks.org. That's it for the weekly report. I'm Chris Hernandez. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned now for more videos about these topics as well as some other great things going on in the city.
This is a part of our mission. You know, this is a community project that we felt that was so important to our institution to continue to make sure that the history and the sites that are here in our city that are considered black baseball sites, that we uplift those stories, and Monarch Plaza is no different. Jackie Robinson was the only placard that wasn't originally installed here at Monarch Plaza. May 6th was his first game debut with the Kansas City Monarchs in 1945. 2 years down the road, he would go and break Major League Baseball's color barrier. All that tied and wrapped into the story of the Negro Leagues, civil rights for America, and the museum being at the forefront and honoring that history here for Kansas City.
Everybody, we are very excited to celebrate what I believe to be a very special day for Kansas City. Some years ago, we were talking about how we can do better and do right by our city. An important step of doing that is taking care of our workers. For the last 2 years, you, our workers, have looked out for the people of Kansas City and all of our departments. When people were staying home, indeed, when sometimes we were at home, at meetings and so many other places, you were out there. In our sewers, on our streets, in our parks, everywhere in Kansas City, making a bold and important difference. That's why I am so proud today to celebrate something that to me is very long overdue, paying people their fair share, or at least getting in that direction. We respect the work that you've done, we respect your families, and for too long in Kansas City government, your salaries, your benefits have not reflected the hard work that you do. Well, that day has changed, and I thank several change makers for helping us get here. We have a city manager who's still relatively new. We have a head of Local 500 who's still relatively new. And although O'Neil and I aren't quite new people, we've been around for a minute. We are proud to serve in an elected body that recognizes your importance. I also want to note behind me Terry and Kelly, who have done outstanding work at the negotiating table to make sure that we could get here. But more than anything, know that you are the core of every solution that we have in Kansas City. There are a lot of things that are imperfect about this city. Our infrastructure, our roads, snow removal, so many other things that we have worked to improve over recent years. but none of those improvements can be achieved without you. Today, I hope you recognize that this is a small token of our appreciation, with many, many more to come. And what I hope we see over the next several years isn't that we fall behind once again, but that we become leaders in our region, in our country, in terms of how we look out for our workforce, with pay increases at high levels that make sure we represent all of you. And I leave with this, and will be followed by the city manager, city councilman, and others, Reggie. I want to say that I thank you personally as the child of a government employee. I remember my mother was working for the state of Missouri back in the 1990s, and she would go years without salary increases, or whenever budgets were tight. Insurance was in some ways cut, or sometimes they even changed benefits so you don't even get them at all. Those days need to end, and Kansas City needs to be a leader in doing so. So I thank you for making sure that you fought hard with us. I'll also acknowledge Councilwoman Raina Park-Shaw. Come on up, we see you. Come on up. She's somebody else who was very important in making sure that we recognized our moment today. So thank you all once again for all that you do for Kansas City. Know that you are loved, you are appreciated, and more than anything, know that you're going to get paid better. We hope that there's more ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, City Manager Brian Platt. Just want to say a huge thank you to our frontline essential workers, our local 500 members. You make this city run. Without you, this city is nowhere. We can't deliver those essential city services and provide quality of life to all of our residents. This contract is huge for us as the city as well. It pays the people who do the work what they deserve. It right-sizes our market pay to a level where we're going to attract and retain key essential talent like we've got here today. Some of the highlights of the contract include a raising of the functional minimum wage for the city, $17.35 an hour for full-time employees, $16.12 for our seasonal and part-time employees. We've got a minimum of 6% raises across the board. The average raise for our local 500 members is 12.6%. We've got annual step increases of 3 to 4% for everybody. We've got longevity pay for those that have been here for an extended period of time. There's so much in here that's fantastic and supportive and good for the people that do the work. So we're here to be thankful of all of you and just to celebrate. So thank you very much.
I'll be quick. Hey, I just want to address the local 500 members in here. When I came on board 3.5 years ago, I saw the contract you guys had, and it was sad to see that some of our most essential workers weren't being paid what they deserve to be paid. And I'm just thrilled that you guys got together and made this work. The city manager, the mayor, the city council, everybody came together. And I just want to, I want you to know how much I appreciate every one of you guys and how you've done your jobs for the past years, and how looking forward, we're going to have even better contracts coming on board. So thank you guys very much.
Good morning. I too will be brief. I had to be here because I know that you all are the backbone of the city. We are a city that works, and we would not work without you. So I just wanted to be here to stand with you and in honor of you and congratulate you and your families, and thank our colleagues and you for working so hard to make Kansas City work. Thank you.
And as the council members noted, this is a proud moment that took several years and encouragement from many, but somebody who made a tremendous difference was the man in the leadership position in the negotiations. As you all have seen over the last year, we have had to sometimes chat or sometimes fight about many things. President Reginald Silvers of Local 500 has fought hard for his members, has fought hard for the people of Kansas City, and we are proud to have had his cooperation through this process, and this accomplishment would not have occurred without President Silvers and the leadership of Local 500. We invite him up now to say a few words.
Appreciate it. Definitely grateful. Want to thank you all. You know, this wouldn't have happened without you all. You know, we represent general services, public works, parks and recs, the water department, aviation, health department, general services. And if I forgot anyone, please forgive me, because I'm speaking from my heart. And I don't like writing anything down. And so I say that to say we are Kansas City. And I don't want anyone to ever forget that. Like, we are Kansas City. It doesn't move without us. And so today is definitely a celebration. Today is definitely a step in the right direction. And today we just made Kansas City better. And so I wanna thank you all for continuing to stand with one another, because that's how we get things done. And this contract is a start in the right direction in retaining, recruitment, and training. We're gonna make it happen. I promise you that. We will make it happen. Let's just continue to stand and fight, and we will continue to be represented well in Kansas City. Now, I do want to thank the mayor, Quinn Lucas, city manager Brian Platt, the council, Terry Casey, because they all were. It's a joint effort. And this wouldn't have been done by myself. It was a long negotiations. We got it done. We got it done. So I want you all to be proud that we're working. This is the faces of Kansas City we're looking at. This is the faces. And remember, we might have done it, but we couldn't have done it without God. So I got to give glory to God. I just have to. Thank you. I appreciate you. Please, it's a marathon. We just getting started. But the race has begun. Glory be to God, 500 strong.
So at this point, we will conduct a signing up here. We invite all of you to come up and stand around us and celebrate that special moment. Thank you.
Okay.
Now, you're the boss man. Let's be the important stuff. All right. Well, that's just